Good morning and welcome to today's session of Imagine America Radio, our continuing Career College Exposition webinar series. My name is Bob Martin. I'm the president and CEO of the Imagine America Foundation. Joining me from the foundation is Lauren Cunningham. I'm very excited about today's topic, exploring career-based education and careers, sponsored by Tulsa Welding School. Tulsa Welding School has 3 locations, one in Jacksonville, Florida, another one in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and a third in Houston, Texas. Tulsa Welding School is also a 22-year partner of the Imagine America Scholarship and Award programs, having now provided admission-based scholarships to more than 5,000 enrolling Imagine America students. If you'd like more information on our scholarship program and how to help your students apply for our scholarship to attend Tulsa Welding, please visit our website at www.imagine-america.org, or you can call or email either Lauren Cunningham or myself. We will also be sending you a scholarship link and PDF flyer after this call. Since our beginning in 1999, Imagine America remains the leading sponsor of scholarship aid to enrolling high school students. However, our country faces a serious shortage in certified technicians. We hear from employers in virtually all sections of the country, desperately looking for qualified workers. And frankly, we need to do more. Our partner in today's presentation is Tulsa Welding School. Joining us today to discuss in detail the looming technician shortage and how Tulsa Welding School is helping meet that need is Elsie Reyes. Elsie is the Assistant Director of High School Admissions at Tulsa Welding School and has been working with high schools in higher education for many, many years now. You're in very, very good hands. Before turning the program over to Elsie, let me outline very quickly today's agenda. Today's session of Imagine America Radio will be 30 minutes maximum, including questions and answers. Once we finish these remarks, we're going to move directly into the presentation. All participants can submit questions while the presentation is in session via the Q&A section in this Zoom meeting. At the end of the presentation, or approximately 10:25 a.m., we're going to present all questions offered by the participants. We will address as many questions as possible and provide written responses in follow-up emails. We will have a hard close at 10:30 a.m. So without taking any more time out of today's presentation, let me turn today's session over to Elsie. Elsie, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Bob. Good morning. Thank you, counselors, for taking the time out of your busy schedules. My name is Elsie Reyes. I am the Director of High School Admissions here in Houston, Texas. So let's get started with the presentation. Why technical education makes sense in today's world. Right now, short-term training, it's the education pretty much, you can go straight to it. Potential and earnings are definitely high. What is Gen Z students saying about a technical education? 61 are saying that skill-based education makes sense in today's world. One of the biggest reasons is graduating, of course, with debt. It's shorter, you're done in 2 years, and you're able to go straight to work. A little bit about the school. We have been around since 1949. We are an accredited school by the Accrediting Commission of Career Schools and Colleges. We are licensed by the Texas Workforce Commission. We are also licensed in Florida, Oklahoma, and Texas. We are a member of the American Welding Society and the Better Business Bureau. How we meet with our students, counselors, what we like to do is interactive senior presentations. So during the interactive senior presentations, we are able to talk to the whole senior class about options once they graduate school, about college, about going to a career-focused education like Tulsa Welding School, going to the military, going straight to work. What are the advantages, disadvantages of all 4? What path suits them best? We also do luncheons with the counselors or breakfast, depending upon the time that they meet. And during this time, we talk about partnering up with STEM education, making sure that the students are doing something once they graduate high school. We still have a huge demand where students are still confused as in, I don't really know what path I want to take. We also do campus field trips. If you are local, we are able to set up some campus field trips. We're able to visit the school, see hands-on training with the instructors, spend some time with them, meet our faculty, everybody that works at Tulsa Welding School, interact with everyone. And we also do remote demonstrations. The need for skilled trades right now. As you can see, estimated over 1.6 million people will be needed in the skilled trades combined nationally by 2030. Gives the opportunity for a student that wants to travel, 18, 19 years old, to be able to travel in different states instead of just staying in the state where they were born. So there's a lot of opportunity for these students. Women in welding, definitely something that has grown, starting off with every school. It was very small as far as percentage of female population, and we've grown so much over the years. I'm going to play this video for you so you can see women in welding.
I was just working like a dead-end job, really. And finally, I was like, I can't do it anymore. And that's when I was like, no, wait, I'm going to go be a welder. I've never felt independence like this before. That first paycheck was like, whoo, what do I do with all this? It's been such a blessing. I'm very competitive. I want to beat the boys. Like, that's for you. You can do it. I can do it. You can do it too. I'm a single mother and I can do it. I know they can do it because women before me have done it.
The programs that we offer at Tulsa Welding School, we have the professional welding program, which is 7 months long, electrical mechanical technologies, 9 months long, the refrigeration technology, 7 months long, electrical applications, 7 months long. So with the electrical mechanical, they can finish either in 7 or 9 months. We have the air conditioning service repair. That's what they'll be learning on. They'll learn residential, commercial, and electrical installation, climate control. They're able to get their EPA certification, their RF10 certification. They're also able to get their lockout, tagout certification. So this goes into heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With the electrical applications, they're able to complete this program in 7 months. This goes a little bit more into wiring a scaled down and 3-bedroom home. They go in the process of the 3-phase motor. They will also do the AC, the DC AC motors in a single phase and a 3-phase application. They will also learn the installation of various voice, data, and video cabling. So once they get their licensing and all, after 4 years of being in the field, the student is able to get their journeyman electrician license through the state, and then from there move into a master electrician. With our professional welding program, so they learn variety of weld from beginning to advanced. So stick welding, TIG welding, MIG welding, flux core, high frequency, downhill. We cover everything. So if they want to go into pipeline, if they want to go into structural welding, they're able to get everything from beginning to advanced. Now, as far as our OcuWeld, our vision is to be the leader in integrating technology and skilled trade education. This is designed from the ground up, made from welders by welders. In a skilled trade, it's required a lot of practice, repetition, and definitely muscle memory. So in this Oculus, we have 19 different modules covering TIG, MIG, stick, flux core, and much more. Top of that, we have also added our HVAC and electrical skills. So this is something a student can use anywhere. It's not required to be connected to Wi-Fi to be able to do this interplay learning training. So I am going to play this video for you so you can see how awesome this is. Ooh. Why Tulsa Welding School? We have an 89 employment rate across all of our TWS campuses. So we are located in Oklahoma, Florida, and we're located in Texas. Soon to open Dallas, Texas, in some months. We are no one related courses. So career focused education goes directly into what they're going to learn. They're done in 9 months or less and straight to work. We have career assistance during school and after graduation. We have the tuition-free graduate retraining, which is one of my favorite. They can always come back after they have completed the program to refresh in anything they trained in. Then, of course, we have corporate training partnerships with companies such as Amazon. Now, every year we have our high school annual welding competition. These have passed. I know we are at the end of our 2023 school year for our seniors. So there were different students that participated in this, and first place got full tuition scholarship for Tulsa Welding School. Second place was partial. Then we also had third place for 25%, and every participant was able to get $500 towards our school. Now, this is a great opportunity for the upcoming seniors. We will have these competitions coming up for the next year. I always recommend if you're able to attend all three, even better, you can stack those scholarships. A lot of opportunity there, a lot of prizes that are given. So as you can see here, these are the competitions where we have them and where they can register. That would be all updated for the following year. Now, of course, important information about the school, where to follow us, what our school code is, because we do accept FAFSA, something that a student can fill out. And we now leave it open for questions.
Thank you, Elsie. As usual, great job. Looks like our first caller today is the Jacksonville area, and it is a CTE educator in the high school. Specifically, what this person would like to know, Elsie, is can a high school student come to Tulsa Welding? That's a high school student that's had some previous CTE credits or welding related experiences. Can they come to Tulsa Welding, one of your campuses, and get tested out and look at possibly reducing the duration of their education and or the cost of the tuition?
Definitely. A student can come and they can go through a test out method with the director or the lead instructor. And they can reduce their time being at our school to either 6 months or 5 months.
Elsie, the second question, I think it comes off of what you were talking about a few minutes ago. Again, in the same area as the first call, or geographic area, has to do with financial aid workshops. Do you offer incoming or potential incoming students or educators financial aid workshops so they can come in with their parents and kind of sort through what the options may be for financing their education at Tulsa Welding School?
Yes, we do offer that. We have webinars set up for students that want to know more about the process of financial aid. We have on-site help at our campus. We also have a 1-800 hotline that they can call in and talk to a financial aid representative.
Yeah, I think that's what I found in what we do here at the foundation. That's one of the biggest hurdles, which is giving the parents and the student the good information about what they're qualified for and what's available to them, so they can get a better sense of how they're going to be able to finance this whole experience at Tulsa Welding or any other career school for that matter. Next question. Do we have any GPA requirements for entering students for Tulsa Welding School?
There are no GPA requirements. The way we go about a student getting recommended into our school is going through an interview process. We believe more in the interest, desire, motivation is the biggest difference between a student, graduating and not graduating our program.
Right. Now, most of the students that we're talking to here today are probably live within driving distance of school, of the campus. But you do always have some that aren't. And one of the questions becomes, what are the housing options for those individuals? What do you have available for them, and how do they access that?
So the partner we have is EduRent. They would help the student out depending upon what they would like. We have something called shared housing, or we also have a direct lease. So we would get them in contact with EduRent and they would guide them to the best option for them.
Yeah, Elsie, we didn't talk about this before, but you have, during the, as I remember it, Tulsa Welding School does have what you would call virtual events occasionally. I don't know that you mentioned, do you have any upcoming, or if someone wanted to do a virtual event, what would they do? What would they go about?
So we did have our virtual event whenever we had our welding competitions where we streamed them live during on Facebook and Instagram. At the moment, we do not have a virtual event going on. However, we do have our open house going on July 26th at 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. and July 29th from 9 in the morning to 1 p.m.
Why don't you repeat that again? Just the idea there is you invite people to come into the campus, right?
That is correct, Bob. So we will have our open house July 26th, Wednesday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday, July 29th from 9 in the morning to 1 p.m.
Great. And again, your contact information is on the screen. Elsie Reyes, Director of High School Admissions, elsie.reyes@tws.edu, and then of course your telephone number. Let me go through very quickly some very preliminary housekeeping matters so that take care of it. The foundation is compiling and will forward all the questions that were asked relative to admissions to Tulsa Welding School to all the registrants. We've also recorded this session and we'll forward this recording to all the registrants. In addition, we have loaded on our website, www.imagine-america.org. You can get access to this particular webinar. You're going to receive an exit survey when you leave this meeting. We hope you will take just a few minutes to answer the questions, give us some feedback on the topic, presentation, maybe future topics if that's appropriate. Before closing, I really want to thank our education participants for taking time out of their very busy schedule to join us today. We know you've got a number of competing demands on your schedule, particularly this time of year. We just really appreciate you carving out a little bit of time to listen to Elsie, hear about Tulsa Welding, and get a little bit more information on the Imagine America Foundation. We thank you for that. I'd like to thank Elsie for a great presentation today. I really enjoyed it. I say this to you every time, Elsie, I really like the OcuWeld video. I think it's great. And I really would encourage any of you to contact her directly relative to any questions that we've had on this particular webinar, Tulsa Welding, careers in welding, etc. On behalf of the Imagine America Foundation, Lauren Cunningham, Elsie Reyes, and myself want to thank you, and we hope you have a great day. Goodbye.